Gonzaga continued its perfect season yesterday, steamrolling USC with a wire-to-wire 85-66 victory in the Elite Eight last night. Drew Timme scored 23 points, Jalen Suggs added 18, and the Bulldogs are set to return to the Final Four for the first time in 4 seasons as they look for their first ever national championship. And meanwhile, UCLA continued its Cinderella run this March, upsetting top seed Michigan 51-49 in their Elite Eight matchup last night. The Bruins became the first 11 seed to advance to the Final Four since VCU in 2011. UCLA and Gonzaga will face off on Saturday night. So, Shannon, what shot do you give the Bruins against your Zags right now? That's your team.
Well, anything's possible. Skip, everybody remembers when NC State beat the Houston Cougars. Nobody thought that could happen.
No shot clock.
We remember also when Villanova did what they did to Georgetown Hoyas.
No shot clock.
Nobody thought that could happen. But, Skip, it's a basketball game. And in March Madness, we've seen anything can happen. But I think there's a very, very small chance what you think will happen is going to happen. You saw what happened when Gonzaga, when their players play well. They finally put it together, and they blew USC, was never even close. They've only spent, 30 seconds in which they haven't had a double-digit lead at some point in the second half. Oklahoma, 9. That's the closest somebody's gotten to him in the second half is 9 points for 32 seconds. UCLA scored last night. They scored 51 points. Gonzaga had 49 and a half. So that's what you go up against, Skip. Can you get to 80 points? Can you get to 80 points? Now, Jaquez, the guy that you were touting, he didn't play particularly well last night.
I wouldn't tout him. He's just been UCLA's best shot maker in this tournament.
Well, I don't know, but Eugene was cooking. Now, I don't know, Skip. Look, I'm watching the game, and I'm trying to figure out why Juwan Howard, why you keep putting the ball in Wagner's hand? Skip, he airballed a 3. He missed the free throw. And then that ball wasn't even close. He wasn't trying to bank that shot. And you kept putting the ball in his hand. Can they win? Yes, they can win. Do I expect them to win? No. I got my money. Me and my money, Fox Bet money is on Gonzaga. I gave you the field for a reason. Gonzaga, you see Jalen Suggs, I'm going to hand him a triple-double. Kirsford, see what he did? Oh, Timmy. I think, you know what? I might, represent old Timmy, I might try to grow me a quick beard. Mustache. I might try to get me a little stash going on right
Let
quick.
it fly. I like it.
Yeah, I might do that. I might come here Monday. No, Tuesday.
It's funny how you had to back into your re-prediction of this by saying anything can happen. Anything will not happen in this game.
Oh, so you give it up now?
Well, no, I'm just saying we're talking about UCLA versus Gonzaga.
Right.
It will be a mismatch of a rout. It will be over in about 3 minutes the way the USC game was over. And already, what are they?
13 and a half.
I got 14, 13 and a half on Fox. Is that Fox Bet?
That's when it came up. I saw it last night. It came on the television, so I don't know if they use Fox Bet.
I was seeing a consensus of minus 14 for UCLA today. I'm going to start with your Zags first before I get to the UCLA game. To me, the performance by USC last night was the worst performance by an LA team since LeBron James' first year with the Lakers.
Oh, no.
Remember the blooper reel? I won't bring it back.
There you go, Skip.
I'm going to respect you today. I won't bring back the blooper reel just yet. It still exists somewhere in our control room right now, and somebody's got their finger on the button as we speak.
Yeah, we wanted the chip. They should have been gone. The blooper reel should be done away with.
So the point was, I believe that USC actually came in a little overconfident last night because they are much taller, longer, stronger, and more athletic than the Zags are. And I think they came out thinking, we're about to show you what real basketball is all about. And I believe that Drew Timme, who's projected to be like a mid-second round pick at 6 feet 10 inches tall out of J.J. Pierce High School in Dallas, Texas, North Dallas and Richardson, I believe that Drew Timme came out and said, I am going to terrorize Evan Mobley, who's projected as we speak to be the 2nd overall pick in the draft at 7 feet tall. And Drew Timme came out and was out of his mind. And if we could see what he did in the first 5 minutes of this game, he stole the ball 3 times, Drew Timme did. 3 straight steals within the first 5 minutes by a guy who's 6 feet 10. He's out of his mind. Here you go. He's Jackie Moon, right?
Yeah.
Jackie Moon. And here's another steal. Look at this. This is 6 feet 10 inches tall, and he's running the break. And he came out playing possessed to say, okay, Evan Mobley, watch this. And watch this, and watch this. And the Zags were simply playing harder and smarter, a much higher IQ level of basketball on offense. Their cuts and passes are just supreme. It is just clockwork, textbook, just take you all apart.
Put the Hoosiers on them, Skip. You know who they're back.
They did. You want to talk about back doors? They're more back doors in that offense than in a mansion, right?
Like, jeez.
Yeah, and I thought USC came in, I read the stat, ranked 4th overall nationally in defense.
They were. Yeah.
I think I misread that. I think it was 444th they were ranked defensively, because that's what they looked like last night. They led the nation, did USC, coming into this game in block shots, and they blocked a grand total of 0 shots. Evan Mobley had 0 blocks last night because they were beaten to the rim so quickly and completely that they couldn't even contest the shots. It was a layup drill. It was just complete evisceration and surgical just devastation. And it was over so fast that it was hard to process the fact that the truth was, I didn't actually think Gonzaga played that great in the second half. They didn't play very well. And you were ranting and raving about Kispert, who's probably their best scorer.
He is.
And he went 6 of 19 in this game, and it was a mismatch. 6 of 19, 3 of 10 from 3. Well, if he makes some shots, obviously, against UCLA, it's going to get over very quickly. So, again, I was highly impressed. I didn't think they could do that to USC. I thought that at least USC would make them sweat. USC did not make them sweat, except for the first 3 minutes of the game when they were just playing ferociously hard on defense. And USC basically quit after that. Not because they wanted to. They just knew they were
overmanned.
They were just overmatched.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised, Skip. I'm surprised it got that quick, because I looked up and it was already 25-10. And I was like, we only like for 4 or 5 minutes in the ball game, and it's already 25-10?
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't think this is going to end well for you guys. Skip, the question is, who do you see remaining? I don't see really anybody remaining but Baylor, because Baylor got 3 or 4 guys, Skip, that can take you off the dribble.
Yep.
That can get to 80. You got to get, who can get to 80? Can UCLA get to 80? I mean, they've gone to basically had 2 overtime games, and they won by 1. So they're really skating on borrowed time, Skip.
Yep.
They're going to have to play a lot better than they played the previous, because they went overtime against Michigan State, they went overtime against Alabama. They're going to have to play way above their heads in order to give themselves a chance. Now, 13.5, 14 points, I think it's going to be by at least double digits, but this thing could be 20. Because Gonzaga is really that good, Skip. The way they move the ball, they don't have to rely on the 3. They didn't shoot the 3 well either. They were 7 of 21. They're a good 3-point shooting team. But when they get their top guys playing well, you're really up against it. And that's the question. Now, UCLA, they clamped down last night on Michigan. I don't know if they clamped down on Michigan, because Michigan made 3 of their last 11 shots. And some of those shots, Skip, look like, hold on. This is for a chance to go to the Final Four. Shorter. It's the shortest one yet.
It happened.
I mean, the guys got really, really shaky.
I agree.
So I don't know if it was the moment for Michigan or UCLA's defense got that good. But we're going to find out just how good their defense is against Gonzaga, because this is the best offensive team in college basketball right now.
Okay, remember, Corey Kispert is a senior, so he's been there. So usually in this tournament, a senior will prevail in the end, because he's just a man among boys. He's just been doing this a lot longer than the one-and-dones have been doing this. Jalen Suggs is a freshman, but he is arguably their best player.
He's probably the top 5 player.
Yeah, probably, but is he going to be a dominating pro basketball player? I don't think so. So they don't have, like, a projected superstar on this roster.
No. They don't have the rosters that normally, when Duke reaches the Final Four, Kentucky reaches the Final Four, North Carolina, they got lottery picks. They got a Karl Anthony Towns, and they got all these guys. No, they don't have that.
And by the way, last quick point on Jalen Suggs before I go to UCLA. Davion Mitchell, he's the point guard for Baylor, and he's the best perimeter defender to me in pro basketball and in college basketball, will cause Jalen Suggs some problems. So we'll see. That's going to be the matchup of the tournament if Baylor can get by Houston, which is also no sure